afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Joel and today we're going to be having a walkthrough of this 2019 Mitsubishi Triton GLS Premium. It is a model year 19, so it's only a couple of years old and hasn't done very many Ks for the age. It's about 37,500 kilometers on this car. It's in a white diamond color, so it's like a little bit of a pearlescent white, which looks very, very nice and clean. It's pretty glossy in the sun as well. It's a 6-speed automatic, which has your 2.4 litre turbo diesel engine in the car as well, with an average fuel consumption of about 8.6 per 100 kilometres. So there's a lot of accessories on this car as well, so I'll try to run around and point out everything whilst walking around the vehicle as well, just to kind of give you an example of what's actually on it. However, if I do miss anything in advance, please feel free to contact our friendly team and we'll be happy to help you further. Just having a quick look on the front here, as you can see, we do have our front parking sensors, which they are colour matched, so you might not be able to catch up on them, but they are in pretty good nick there, and they do blend in very well with the car as well, so as you can see just there too. Now in this vehicle here, you do have your LED daytime running lights as long as your normal headlights as well, which is just very nice and clean on this vehicle. We do have a nudge bar in the front here with an LED light bar that's also equipped to the top of that one just there, just below the number plate there as well. We have a weather shields on this car and also a bonnet protector. So those are the tinted bonnet protector just here, and the weather shields are the ones that go just over the windows just there as well. So that way you can have the windows down slightly and you won't have any condensation, any water coming through. And even when you flick on your windscreen wipers in summer, it protects you from that as well. Now the previous owner's also done some custom rims, so you got some custom rims on this car as well as some good all-terrain tyres, which they look like they're Goodrich's, BF Goodrich all the way around as well. So they're some pretty high quality tyres in this car too, and it doesn't look like that they're very old. You can still see like some of the little areas in them as well, so like the little spiky things. You do have your chrome wing mirrors with your indicator built into the wing mirror, and also chrome door handles in this car, which is just a very nice clean look. On the top there we do have a rhino rack installed, which does look like it is like your flatbed kind of style. So you've got lots of accessories that they've put onto the rhino rack side of things there too, including like a XTM canopy on the side just there too. Not a canopy, I forget the name of it. It'll come to me in just a moment, but you've got one of those on the side as well. Just having a quick peek into the passenger side over here. On this vehicle we do have rubber mats all around, which has been put in by the owner, which is another good sign that they've looked after the car too. With the amount of accessories that they've added as well, you can kind of tell that they've definitely looked after the vehicle too. Leather seats throughout. You do have manual adjustments over here on the passenger seat, but they're in pretty good nick over on this side here. There's no marks, rips or tears or anything like that. That little dot there is just a little bit of plastic. Door trim has a good amount of storage space as well. A nice leather flow through with the white stitching in this car as well. Back door over here, no damages or anything like that on the paintwork that's visible at all that I've been able to see. So that's another really, really good thing. Back door trim here has a good amount of storage space. Yet again, you leather flow through as well, which is very nice. Seats, they don't even look like they've very much been used at all, to be honest, but it looks like they're in pretty good condition there. There's no like marks or anything like that from any baby seats that have been put in here either, just by having a brief look over that either. Now in the center compartment just here, you do have a little bit of a storage space and 2 USB ports built into this car. The air filters and everything are in the roof of this vehicle too. So basically the way that it works is you have the controls on the roof just there, and you can angle it down so it comes from the ceiling in this car, so it's a slightly different design. Continuing through on this one here, another rim over here is in pretty good condition. Very similar tyre over there as well. There looks like there is some custom rear mud flaps there as well, which these genuine ones that kind of come with the car. So there's been put on it too. You can see we do have your hard lid cover, which is also colour matched as well. Which, having a look, I don't know the brand off the top of my head. I'll see if I can get into this with one hand. There we go. So I can't see if it's a genuine one or not, but we do have your tub liner in here, which is this surround on the outside just here, which is in pretty good condition, and they've also got a mat in here as well. So the previous owners definitely bought this car for a long-term period, and they definitely looked after it. And I mean, just walking around, just feeling the paintwork is in very good condition. You've got your tow bar there as well. You've got electric brakes in this car too. So you've got your red arc brakes, controllers, reverse parking sensors and reverse camera. The camera's just built into the back just there as well. And then coming down with that as well, you can see very good condition there. Nothing really too much to mention at all. It is lockable hard lid as well, and I'm pretty certain that it is one of your hard tonneau covers for your genuine ones too. So it is a hard tonneau cover, which is very nice. So it protects your tools. A good thing is it's lockable too, so that's one benefit. Continuing around, we've got that black sports bar as well, which is another thing that's also not as a factory, which has been added to, which is another nice thing. Back right rim and tyre over here is in good condition as well. There is a snorkel on the very front as well, which I did forget to mention too, but there's just so many accessories on this car, it just keeps on running. Back right hand door trim here is in pretty good condition as well. As you can see, nice flow through, very identical, minor little scuff mark there, but nothing really too much to mention. Carpet mats in the back here. And just having a quick look through here, quick pan around for you. Driver side door. Now we do have keyless entry in this car as well. So basically with your keys, there is 2 keys with this car, which is nice too. You don't always get 2 keys with used cars. If you put them into your pocket as an example, you don't even need the keys in your pocket. You can press this button and it will lock the car. So in saying that, if you do have them in like a backpack or something like that as well, it'll still detect it as long as you're in the good radius of the vehicle. Also is accessible from the passenger side as well. There's a small little button here on the door handle. Simply press it again, and what that'll do is it'll unlock your car for you, giving you the ability to open up the vehicle. Now we do have blind spot monitoring and everything like that in this car too, which will have your rear cross traffic alert built into it as well. Driver side door trim here is in very good condition as well. Nothing really too much that kind of jumps out. You can see a lot of it there in the camera. It does have an iDrive performance controller in this car as well. Do have your rubber mats on the floors there too on the front. Electric seats on the driver's side over here, which is very nifty to have. That's just our snorkel too, which I'll show you really quickly before we kind of jump in, which is a aftermarket snorkel on this car. I don't know which brand it is, sorry. It may have it up the top here. Let's have a quick squeeze. It's got a J on it. It doesn't ring a bell for me. All right, let's jump in the car here. We'll start it up. We'll go through all the interior features in the car as well for you. So with the keys in my pocket of the vehicle, I'm simply able to put my foot on the brake and then press this start stop button just here, and that'll start up the car for us. I'll turn this one straight for you and move the seat back so we can actually get a good view of the whole interior. Alrighty. So on the interior just here, we do have lots of settings to us. It is a little bit overwhelming at first. However, I'll break everything down for you to make it a little easier. On the right over here, we have our cruise control settings, which is very nice and easy to use. Simply press your button and then you can set that and reset it by a little bit of an up and a down switch just here on the steering wheel. We also have a speed limiter built into this side as well if you'd like to use that function too. Over here, this is where we can chop and change between our trip meters. So cycling between our trip meters, distance to empty, average fuel economy, how much we're using, eco mode, 4-wheel drive mode. So we're currently running in 2 high at the moment, which is very easy to change. I'll show you that in just a moment. Service interval and how long you've got left between your services, and you can go into your settings and everything like that as well. This is just a back menu, so you can kind of go through, you can go backwards and forwards, so you can use either for it. On the left hand side over here, if we press this button just here, it's going to jump into our 360 camera of the car. So we have the 360 camera and also a front camera installed. So this is just basically splitting the screen. If I press this button again over here, it'll basically turn the left camera over there into a side camera. So you can see where you are in relation to the lane if you're going to be parking. Pressing that again, we'll get out of that one. Now, if you put this into reverse as well, you'll have the option of having a reverse camera and the 360 camera installed too. If you press this button over as well, you can see the lane. So you can actually comfortably park whilst going backwards. And you can see which camera is being projected. Popping that back into park now, we do have our source buttons and everything like that located here too. So you can cycle between your sources, you can turn your volume up and down and everything like that as well. Phone control settings are located on the left hand side over here. Excuse me, sorry. Coming over to the right hand side over here, now I'm not going to go into the iDrive and the performance just purely because it's not a functionality that I'm personally familiar with. So if you'd like any more information on that one, you're more than welcome to research the EVC iDrive Ultimate Performance yourself, and you'll be able to get some more information on that one. On the right over here, we do have our headlight angle controls. So basically this will just lift up our headlight. Say you're on a back road or you need it a little bit higher or a little bit lower, you can actually adjust your headlight controls. Forward collision mitigation is a standard on this car as well, which is always on this vehicle. This just adjusts how far away the tolerance is before it's actually going to start braking for you. Lane departure warning is another thing that's built into this. So basically if you veer out of your lane, it'll start beeping at you and just alert you. Traction control settings and also your mirror controls over here are all on the right hand side. On our stick on our right hand side, so our indicator stalk, we have our lights, which are auto lights built into this car as well. So you have the option to turn this one up to here and you'll have your auto lights turned on. You could also go into paddle control in this car as well, so you can get into manual mode simply by pressing one of the up or down on the paddle shift, and that'll put you into manual mode. Pulling this one forward will bring it back to your automatic for you. On the left hand side over here we have our wiper controls, which does have automatic involved in it as well, so you can actually activate that as too, including your front wipers just here. Coming over to the center console over here, I'll just get out of that camera for you. We have lots of settings available to us, including your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You just need to have your car plugged in for that one to be able to function. We do have our clock controls, apps and everything like that, digital audio, FM, AM as a standard. You've also got a USB and a HDMI port for this car too. Coming down, we have our climate control settings, so we can actually set this to automatic, and that will turn on. Turn that fan down a little bit, sorry, it's a little bit loud. Now if you're wanting someone in the left hand side, so in the passenger side, they want a little bit warmer, they can certainly turn it up. So you've got dual climate control systems in this car as well. Just a little bit lower than that, you have your hazard lights, you also have your seatbelt notifications and your passenger airbag notifications as well. So you can disable the passenger airbag in this car. A little bit further down here we have our blind spot monitoring, parking sensors, our LED light bar, so this is the button to turn it on, rear diff lock, and our red arc brakes controller. Heated seats down the very bottom left hand side here as well, with our HDMI 2 USB ports and a 12 volt adapter there as well, which you can certainly plug in some more charging cables if need be. Some storage just under here, which is very nifty to have, and also a container under there, so if your battery dies, that's how you'll start your car. The battery in your remote, that is. In the center just here, we have all of our controls as a standard, and our four-wheel drive controls, including our hill descent and also our traction controls or terrain controls. You can change between 2 high and 4 high in this car very easily. It'll simply change it for you, and then it'll alert you that when it becomes solid that it's currently in 4 high. You may need to move a little bit in the transmission depending on what state it's in to be able to get it into your 4 high. 2 cup holders in the very center compartment just here, and then a very good amount of storage space with another 12 volt adapter on the very bottom of there, and a cable routing system here as well. So this is definitely a vehicle that I would highly recommend opting in for one of our hydro protection packages to protect this vehicle from any further environmental damages if any were to occur. So as an example, if you were to have any bird poo, tree satter, bug splatter or anything like that that does damage your paint, you'd be covered for a lifetime warranty if you were to opt in for that service. Please ask our friendly staff on our hydro protection package and how we can tailor something to suit your needs, just to go on top of this to be able to protect your investment. We do have in-house finance options available as well, so we do have Raj and Prabhath here if you'd like to get a weekly, monthly or fortnightly budget, and we'll be able to see if it fits in for you. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to contact our friendly staff on 9907 0555. Thank you for watching this walk around of this Mitsubishi Triton. My name's Joel, and have a lovely afternoon.